At Mondelez, we're a young company. Theoretically, we're only about 8 years old as a company and as a culture, but we have a portfolio of brands in some cases that are over 100 years old. So we are really lucky to have a portfolio of brands that in many cases has been engaging with consumers and delighting them with our products, and really understands who they are. And I think as you think about reinvigorating brands, it's really about getting in touch with first and foremost the consumer, and really recognizing that the consumer landscape has changed. How is your brand and what purpose does it serve for consumers today versus what it may have served 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 15 years ago? And understanding it's about mattering to consumers, it's not about marketing to consumers. So why do you matter? How can you engage with consumers in that context versus talking about who you are, what you have to offer? So reinvigoration for us starts with a love for our consumers, an understanding of the brand fundamentals and the traditional way of understanding purpose, understanding the product truth, understanding the role that you play and the tension that you potentially can deliver delight in. And then leaning in on that in a very focused, clear, and breakthrough way. So in many ways, a lot of the traditional things that we've done to unlock the strategy around our brands are still very relevant today. How you choose to engage consumers with that is where the difference lies in today's marketplace, for sure.
So television has been a huge part of the media mix for the brands for many years. We all remember the great Oreo campaigns. What are the opportunities around television today and video that sort of excite you, that may be guiding your investment strategies?
Yeah, in many ways we have so many opportunities to engage with our consumers, and more consumers are demanding that engagement to be personalized for them. And so what we look at is television is one channel to connect, and it is still a very relevant channel in that it provides a significant amount of reach, and it allows us to deliver the types of return on our investment that we need to drive our business growth. But it's also important for us to recognize that the path to purchase has changed significantly. It's not just about driving awareness and shouting at the rooftops about what your brand bundle is, but it's connecting with consumers across all paths and doing that in a personalized way. So yes, television is important to us to get the scale, but we are increasingly investing in digital and in social and in data-driven engagement so that television works as a foundational element of that plan, but it's no longer the only element of that plan, is what I would say.
And finally, a big call to arms this morning about recruiting and getting great people in to understand why marketing is a good career.
Yeah.
What would you tell young people?
I mean, for us, it's about purpose. Like, we really, as a company, have spent some time to re-engage with our purpose as a company. Mondelez makes snacks, and we engage with consumers on whether it's snacks that are for well-being or snacking for treating, and all of those things in between. And our purpose is to enable consumers around the world to be able to snack right. And when we tapped into the understanding of why we are here and why we exist in the world, it linked then to our values of loving our consumers and brands, growing every day, and doing what's right. Those are the three values that we focus on as a company. And when we connected into that, it enabled us to talk to young recruits about not just our portfolio of brands, which we're absolutely proud of and love, but why we're here, how we will engage with you as a colleague in our organization, and what opportunities that you have to help us deliver against the purpose of snacking made right. And when we talk in those terms with recruits, I think they connect with that in a much more deep way. They understand that not only will they be able to work on some of the most iconic brands like an Oreo or a Sour Patch Kids or a Chips Ahoy or Cadbury, but they will work in an environment that cares about how they do their work and how they are invested in just as much as what business they're going to be working on and how they deliver against that business.